wrestle this and that. Wrestle this and that. And Brother Reed, your brother Don want to wrestle this and that. Wrestle this and that. We talk about wrestling, it's a fact. And Brother Reed, your brother Don want to wrestle this and that.
This is Wrestle This and That. I'm your host, Brother Reek, and this here's my co-host,
Brother Don Juan.
Don.
So we had Raw last night.
It's time for the Raw recap. We had Raw last night. What do you think about it?
For the most part, I enjoyed it, but there's still something.
I almost fell asleep and said, that good, huh? No doubt.
That impressive.
Yeah, no doubt. That wonderful, no doubt. Wonderful Raw.
Yeah, it is March, and March Madness is going on, so
we got a lot of things going on.
I stayed up and watched a lot of college basketball. Of course, Manning retired yesterday. James Payton.
We called it.
Doing your thing.
No,
and today, no, that was AOK.
Okay.
And today, man, Calvin Johnson retired.
You know, all these guys are getting old, man. They got to make room for the new guys, and they've had their time in millions.
Yeah,
and still going to make them even after.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Peyton's just going to keep on doing Papa John's, so he'll be fine.
You're making millions off Papa John. you make kitchen driving that new vehicle they got it. Keeps the pizza hot in the back.
Oh, that's Domino's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, Papa John, listen up. Domino's got it. So, they got it with a Chevy. Why don't you get a Ford or something, Let's get it rolling and get these pizza hot in the house.
Here it is.
So we can eat.
It's a hot stove.
Hey, Raw kicks off with, here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
Shane McMahon, he comes out and he's doing that same dance from 1994.
Yep, and it was in Chicago. And you know how the Chicago crowd is?
Oh, that's the CM Punk hometown.
Yes, it is.
So they was not going to let you go without giving a chant to CM Punk. Anyway, Shane said he has the utmost respect for The Undertaker. He said, but his dad is a miserable bastard.
That's what he said.
And
last week, Vince called Shane son of a bitch. So
yeah. So you can just feel the love that they have for one another. He says he's a miserable bastard, but he's a miserable billionaire bastard.
That's right.
That's the way I look at it. And he said Vince basically lost touch with the company, lost touch with the people, and lost touch with his family. And I feel he have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give it to Shane and let him run away with it. And we know what's on the line at WrestleMania, Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker. Everything's on the line.
Right, then the lights went out.
And we thought.
We heard the bell.
And we thought.
And then.
We thought.
We were wrong.
Yes, it was. Vince said, I'm going to do a scratch tune.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with The Undertaker, but we're going to end with No Chance in Hell, And he comes out, he basically disowned, again, Shane McMahon, but he brought a picture with him.
He did.
When they were young, and he had on this ugly jacket.
And he was going to his first wrestling event.
Yeah, his very first. I mean, there was an ugly jacket, did I mention that? And he said those times are over, and he drops it and crushes before it even hit the ground, but he crushes.
Lana?
Yeah, Lana's going crazy in here. We tackle the cat, and he steps on it. But what I did notice was the wonderful shoe cam Vince McMahon had. Some bad brown boots.
Yeah,
I've never seen brown boots look that good, brother. But that's $1 billion boots, right?
Right, and then he told Shane that he was going to get out of his ring, and he called security.
Wait a minute, you know what I did like? This is what he said. Yeah, you rode out the wheel and Stephanie gets everything.
Right.
I thought that was so hilarious.
And also Vince had to deal with, before the security came out, Vince did allow Chicago to hit him. Hit
him with the CM Punk chance.
With the CM Punk chant. And he said, let's see how long this one goes.
That's all you got?
That's what I thought, not very long.
Vince know how to erupt the crowd and put the crowd on his side, even when they're not on his side. But like you said, he called out the softy security. About 5 guys, wasn't it, probably?
Yep. And Shane said, I'm willing to leave, but don't touch me.
Don't touch him. He say, my hair is gray. I got on a half suit with jeans. Don't touch me. I'm ready to rumble.
Oddly enough, I don't remember the guys touching him at all. Jay just started beating him up.
And one guy was scared.
Yeah, he was.
He's like, he's like, do I? No, you don't want to do that. But anyway, I think Shane did the Harlem Shuffle on everybody
And threw vicious knees.
Vicious knees, and and a nice little throw over the top rope over one of them, and one of them couldn't go over, so he continued to help him out. And I hate to tell you, but he was out of breath.
Well, yeah.
He was out of breath. So basically, he demolished those guys, and that pushes us to our first match. I kind of liked it, I think, but Vince really know how to throw that dagger in you, don't he? That's what he's good for. But like I said, we're gonna kick off our first match with Kevin Owens, the Intercontinental Champion, taking on Neville's. Need we say anything more about how good this match was and how good these guys work together? Owens looked like he's back in his groove. It seemed like he had a little hiccup fighting Big Show, and then you see that went away real quick, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Shouldn't have never happened. Both men put on a good show, put on a good match. So the only thing I have to really say about the whole match is, Vince, please hurry up with that cruiserweight belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we need to continue to let guys like Neville, unfortunately, and Breeze shine. That's what they need.
Yeah, I don't know when Breeze is gonna shine other than his smile, but yeah, it was a great match. Neville high flying all over the place.
Oh, he's all over the place.
He hit the red arrow from second rope, and Kevin Owens was able to kick out.
Never seen it from the second rope, but this guy just
tried to get up there to go for the top rope,
and our favorite happened.
Right, I can't.
A beautiful
roll up.
I mean, me and Don hate roll up, but you know what? It seems like they keep throwing it in our faces. We gotta love it,
right?
But we don't.
Every week, this is what it's got.
It ain't the only roll up either. But anyway, it's a
he
roll up.
holds the tights, and he gets the 3 count.
Gets the win. Then he goes ballistic.
And then he wants to send a message.
He wants to give him takes him outside. He wants to give him a power bomb, and out come the returning Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn,
Clean house,
and they just run and they meet each other with a fury full of punches,
vicious blows. You people have to understand also that these guys is the one that really kicked off, along with Neville, really kicked off NXT. All three of them were champions, but these guys got great chemistry. And if this guy's going to be called up and be put into WrestleMania or put anywhere, this is the man to put on a show. These guys can put on a show. You got to watch them.
Yeah, it was neat to see, and then we know now that they're both going to join Miz TV on Thursday.
So we got that to look at.
So
I'll look forward to anyway.
Be prepared. Looks like this might be KO Mania.
Kevin Owens wins, but it's a possibility. We could probably say Zayn may have a title shot. I mean, that's the way it looks.
It does look that way.
Let's just keep that on hold as a possibility. We go into another segment. This one is Stephanie and Dolph Ziggler talking, and he said he basically put authority out of business before, and he'll do it again. And Stephanie said, well, since you brought it up, we're going to put you in a 3-way against the League of Nations.
Yep.
Sometimes I think Dolph just tend to open up his mouth at the wrong time.
And Dolph has no partners.
None whatsoever. He got him and his hair and his span.
And his feet.
Yeah, and his beautiful drop kick, ladies and gentlemen.
It's even more beautiful.
Second match done. Shouldn't even happen. Can you say tear down Brie Bella? Because she takes on Summer Rae, and this match was quick. Still don't know where they going with this with Lana, but this was a quick match. Summer Rae wins, of all people, and eventually Brie gets beat down and have her own move put on her. Where do you think they're going with this?
Looks like they're going to make Brie Bella Lana's first opponent, it looks like.
Lana did look good. I just got to throw that out there.
She was wearing the Ziggler gear again.
Yeah, but Lord knows that was some good gear.
Uh,
she looked good.
The match itself, yeah, like you said, it very quick. Summer Rae now 2-0 in her last 2 matches, and she also beat Paige. About maybe a month ago?
Yeah,
so it ain't like we see her on a regular basis. She also wins with a roll up.
I think somebody just broke in my house. No,
And,
but anywho, yeah. Well, I agree. I just think she's just there to knock someone down and present.
Bree did get the
nice kicks.
the Bree mode,
She told us again.
and she got it though.
She got it,
right.
but she needs
in
to
there.
keep quiet. Keep
Kiss her.
quiet.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, beautiful. Be quiet. But anyway, she loses again, and I don't see where they're going with this. They got 3 weeks to get it together. You know, maybe it's a kickoff show because Lord knows it don't need to be on WrestleMania.
Right.
If that's all you got. Another segment. Segment number 2. This one is Ambrose saying that, hey, this coming Saturday on Roadblock on WWE Network.
Our whole 2 matches.
Yeah, so as of now, we would have got 2 wonderful matches that look like everybody going to fight an hour apiece or something like that. But he's going to hijack the WWE title and hijack WrestleMania.
Right, and he says he doesn't care what Triple H's plans were. He doesn't care what Roman Reigns' plans were.
Oh, he didn't.
He's going to make his own plans, and
Yeah.
he's going to be that roadblock.
It sounded good, but then Triple H comes out and say, "You're living in a nice fantasy. No one gets over the game."
No one.
And basically
The authority always wins.
always. And so far, it seemed like it. You know, Randy Orton tried to stop him.
Right.
That didn't happen.
He said how that worked out for Roman Reigns, and then he
Yes.
compared Dean Ambrose to Roman Reigns, and they both promos were really good.
Oh
And-
yeah, a good chemistry between them two. But you know, he kept talking, and Triple H said, "Hey, let me tell you something. You want to take a trip over to the table?"
That's what he told him.
He said, "I'll take a trip to the table, but I'll be standing on it, holding the WWE World Heavyweight Championship after the fact." So, I'm very anticipating this match at WrestleMania. I mean, at
Roadblock.
at Roadblock. I'm very anticipating on it. I know that Ambrose has no chance in hell, but I'm telling you, he's going to put up a good fight. That for I do know. He's laughing. One of these days, maybe 2020, 2021, he'll win it, but he's not winning nothing. At Roadblock, you know, we got our predictions coming up Friday, so
Right.
we'll keep that held down.
That prediction show is going to be a minute and a half.
Yeah, well, we're gonna stretch it out for 2 hours. since you know they're not gonna give us no minutes of the matches. But anyway, he said, you know what, you're gonna have a match with Bray for the main event. So this is the 3rd week in a row that
Ambrose
is
main eventing again.
main eventing, and he's main eventing with Bray Wyatt. Okay, that match we talked about. The 3rd match is Dolph Ziggler taking on Sheamus, Rusev, and King Barrett.
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Nothing new.
Ziggler eliminates
Well, you know, he eliminates
Barrett.
of course. So the weakest link and the leaving link, as we say, and he gives him a nice
Super kick. Yeah, he did
Nice.
great.
That
He
was
hit it
very
great,
nice.
and he also then planted Sheamus with it. Didn't get all of Sheamus as much as he normally does.
Yeah, he didn't set it up as good as he
Made the cover, and Rusev got in and broke up the count. And then after that,
It was over. I mean, it seemed like this is a combination that they're doing now with Rusev getting a kick and then he gets the bro kick on him. But Rusev put a nice kick on the outside of the ring to his
He did.
head. And then what did he get at the end from doing that?
he got the bro kick.
Yeah, he got demolished. He just had a big mouthful of heels, and gets the pin 1, 2, 3, and League of Nations beat. Of course, we knew this was Dolph Ziggler. Just last week, we thought Dolph Ziggler was going to have something going on with Miz, and they changed everything up again. So I don't know. Maybe they're just keeping us on the ropes or whatnot. We got
Maybe Dolph needs a tag team partner, and he starts tagging with Miz against the League of Nations. Now, I'm just throwing it out.
You know, Miz has been a tag team champion before,
Right.
so I cannot overlook that. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good, but we shall see down the road, I guess. Women tag team.
Yeah, I didn't really like this match.
Okay, it was
I'm
quick.
just gonna be honest. It was quick. And,
It was very quick.
And I didn't really enjoy it with those ladies in the ring. I expected a whole lot more, like we've gotten other times, and we just didn't get that. In fact, there wasn't. I mean, that might as well just been Sasha Banks.
Yeah, it was. I mean, maybe she'll shine this week, and next week Becky will shine.
Because Becky shined none at all.
No, she got
She got in the corner and she did the kick, but for the most part she was dominated. and thrown outside the ring. And then once Sasha got in, she quickly delivered knees and then got the backstabber right into the bank statement. It was over.
Reversed it out of a
it was so
bulldog.
quick.
Reversed it out of a
was
bulldog.
so quick. And then Charlotte, who was outside watching the match, came in and
demolished it.
She pounded Sasha from behind and pounded her head into the ring.
You're messing around, man. That's not nice.
Then
she wasn't looking
put Becky down as well.
Walks off.
And that's it.
I mean, I don't know if it's my eyesight. You know, I'm known to be blind every now and then. But it just seemed like to me Charlotte's front end looked like it had 2 brand new headlights on it. I mean, that's just... I've had cataracts before. No, I have not. But I'm just saying it would make you have cataracts, no doubt. But she looked pretty big, and I can't wait on that match.
I'm excited about the match at WrestleMania. Like I said, this one just didn't do much for me. I guess because I'm a Becky fan, and they didn't do anything with her this match.
I'm such a fan. 5th match, WWE Tag Team Champions.
This was the match.
This was the match of the night. This was a match for WrestleMania, if you ask me. One of the greatest matches I've seen on Raw in a long time. Don's going to tell you what I meant by that. He's going to fill you in on what I said. But let's just go with Y2AJ taking on the New Day. New Day never fails us when it comes to the match. They show us every time they be in a match why they are the New Day and why they are the tag team.
And this was taken to a whole nother level on Monday night.
Man.
That was one of, if not the best New Day match I've ever seen.
And I will agree with you. That's why we enjoyed this match so much. I mean, you had AJ Styles in there. You had Y2J who stuck in and hung with these guys.
AJ showed you how phenomenal he was.
That
slingshot over the top DDT.
Backwards DDT and then the second rope flip. I mean, this is why this guy could not be a tag team partner. He's just so awesome by himself, and he's destined to be some type of champion. I don't care what champion it's going to be, but he's going to be a champion.
Numerous close falls. I mean, you had the AJ get put up in the big ending and Kofi diving off the ropes and delivering their finisher is absolutely awesome.
Perfect and great timing.
Jericho bull charges Kofi and knocks him in to stop the count. You had Jericho have Kofi in the walls. Jericho.
Now this is what got me. He got the walls of Jericho last week. Kofi tapped out immediately. Kofi held on this time.
Yeah, Kofi said, "Hey, belts are on the line. This means
they were going to lose it.
I did too.
But yesterday, day before yesterday, I guess that was Sunday. I talked to Don, and what did I tell him? I tell you, Don.
He said that because I showed him the new shirts. I showed him the Y2AJ shirts with both of
he had me
them
going.
wearing.
He did have me going. Once I saw those shirts, he had me going. But what did I say?
He said, well, those shirts will quickly be a blast in the past because one of them's going to turn, and I'm going to say it's Jericho based off of jealousy.
And that's what happened. And now we're looking at, I know for a fact, we're looking at a match at WrestleMania between these two, and AJ, he's going to win it. What can I say about Chris Jericho? There ain't nothing bad to say about him. He's a time over champion from Intercontinental World Champion, and he's also a person that builds champions from CM Punk on down to AJ Styles. So I say kudos to Jericho, who does his job.
When Jericho had Kofi in the walls of Jericho and AJ came running around the side and hit Xavier Woods and knocked him down, I thought that this is going to be it. He's going to tap.
I agree. I did also.
But Big E
comes out of nowhere.
Used his raw power. He took out AJ, threw him into the barricade. He then made a nice tag with Kofi. And Jericho, once he noticed the tag, he tried to put the walls of Jericho on Big E. That wasn't happening. So he threw him into the corner and he tried a code breaker.
I thought that was the end.
And that wasn't happening either.
That
Big
didn't happen.
E beautifully threw him up on his shoulder for the big inning, hit it, and yes, there was like one moment in the match where Xavier Woods did hit Jericho with a kick, but other than that, 100% authentic. We beat you straight up. New Day wins and keeps the belt, and it was awesome.
And look who he beat. That just continued to propel them to greatness. Look who he beat. They beat AJ Styles and the great Chris Jericho. Best match of the night.
So then AJ goes over to Chris and he tries to help him up.
And it was over.
And Jericho hits him with the code breaker for the first time. You could see that. I think that one even caught AJ off guard. His eyes were really woozy after that one.
We both know that that's acting. That's exactly what AJ said in his ear when he got up and he hit him with it. He sold it great. He hit him with the second one. He sold it great. He hit him with the third one. He sold it great. Can't wait on this match at WrestleMania either. It's going to be unstoppable, man. This is going to be, so far it's building up to be some good matches. Let's just keep it going. Try to build up Roadblock. Anyway, yeah, Roadblock, please be built. As we say, can we say WrestleMania 32 for these two guys?
Absolutely.
I absolutely, and I agree with you, Don. Our 6 matches, Kalisto, the United States champion, taking on Tyler Breeze, who I thought was a woman at first.
But this match wasn't good either.
Wasn't good. Like I said,
the crowd was like dead. Nobody was into the match.
They cheered
at all.
Kalisto
A little bit.
But
I mean, he
dead.
really had to do something like phenomenal.
He did.
And he hit the Selena Del Sol using the top turnbuckle.
As always.
It was awesome, but
I think the only good
nothing.
thing.
There's just nothing. When Tyler Breeze was in the match, I already knew it was going to be.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be. The only good thing Tyler got off was a super kick after he jumped off the top rope, after Kalisto jumped off the top rope. But Kalisto wins, and he picks up the win. But, after that, Don, maybe you can help me understand, but after that, they had a segment with Kalisto and Ryback. And I'm just going to let you know, I did not know what the hell Ryback was talking about. He just went on and on. It was a horrible speech. You didn't know where he was going with it. I didn't know where he was going with it. You would think when it was all said and done, he would ask for a match. He didn't even ask for a match.
He didn't ask for a match. He told Kalisto that he was sorry that he stepped in the spotlight. But
don't do it.
He said nothing gets done until you do it by yourself. So he should leave Sin Cara and just focus on defending that title.
You need 1 mask in the ring, not 2.
And
then he said, I'll show you how it's done. And then he has the 7th match.
Yeah, he says, I'll show you how it's done when I tear apart those social idiots. And then I was just like, oh boy, I don't even watch this match.
My son says, Dad, why has a big R down there and a big bad guy on his booty? That's my brother. That's what Brother Caden said. Typical Caden. But of course, I said we headed into this horrible match with the social outcast, and he basically ground and pound Axel, beating the living crap out of him, and then eventually hit this shell shock. That was a quick match.
I am absolutely just boggled by the. I don't get any excitement at all. I don't even like. I even think that the group is killing the people that are in the group. Mm-hmm. I like to see them more as individuals. I don't even feel like Bo Dallas even gets to be Bo Dallas anymore.
No, he's not. Look what he's wearing. He's not wearing his white shorts.
The X-Men!
Oh, speaking of that. Speaking of that, you are absolutely correct. My son saw that, and he was baffled. He was looking like, what is going on here? One of the worst parts of Raw. I mean, I did not understand that whatsoever. Making all the noise in the ring, looking stupid, looking goofy.
Trending. Social outcasts
they
was fighting, so...
It was trending.
Yeah.
I agree with you on the Ryback deal. There's no excitement comes out of the people. There's no excitement comes out of me wanting to see him. And Lord knows that if they're heading, whether it's Roadblock or whether it's the WrestleMania 32, if they're heading for a United States bout with him and Kalisto, I'm going to be very disappointed. I really am. And then if you put the strap on,
I think what's going to end up happening, honestly, in the last few weeks, I mean, I already got the build-up down. It's going to continue to be Sin Cara and Kalisto fighting matches, and the big guy is going to come out, and Kalisto's going to tell him, I appreciate what you said, Ryback, but Kalisto's my friend, and I'm going to still be a Lucha Dragon, and then Ryback's going to take out Sin Cara and be like, now you got nobody, and then that's going to set up their fight for WrestleMania. That's what I think's going to happen. and I don't want to see it. But.
They're gonna have it, but if he come out that way, it's gonna suck worse than. listen, it's gonna suck worse than we think it's gonna suck. He beat him before. If
Yes,
you can
he did.
remember that.
Yep, I do.
So now you talking.
That was the signature match that started making.
Yeah, now you're talking trash to a guy who's smaller and beat you already. Right back, you need to bark up another tree or go a different direction. Our last and final match, 8th match, main event. Bray Wyatt taking on
Dean
Dean
Ambrose.
Nothing really here. The same type of match that they normally have. I think they slowed the pace up a little bit. They've met before so many times, and they put on great matches. And this was getting ready to be a good match until the rest of the family got involved.
Right.
I mean, really, that's how we can say it. There was really nothing really interesting about it. If I had to say something interesting about the match, that was the clothesline that Bray put on Dean Ambrose. And
I had a chance to do something really cool when Dean jumped through the second rope and Bray called him straight into Sister Abigail. If he would have got to deliver that, that would have been freaking awesome. But that didn't happen.
But somehow Vince continued to demolish some of the great acts out there, and a waste of time is that's what he's doing with the whole Wyatt family. And then you're going to showcase him. I'm going to showcase him as Andre the Giant Memorial. I don't know how you're going to do that because only one person get to win it.
Right.
So good luck on that, Vince. I mean, I don't think you need it, but
so pretty much, like you said, the family gets involved. Triple H comes out after an Abigail. Comes down to ringside, and
all dressed up.
One thing that was kind of cool was when he kind of brushed aside Bray Wyatt, and then he turned around and Bray didn't move, and they had their stare down, and the crowd really got into it, and they were excited.
Never happened.
But then Bray just stroked the belt, like, I just want to touch it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Is it really gold?
Pretty.
Oh, God.
And then he walks away and he leaves, and so there was so
it'll never happen. It was good to have that there for the crowd, but it'll never happen. And the reason why I say that, look what you're doing with him now. Nothing. So, okay, whatever. As you said, he comes down, and he takes his tie off, and he looks over at the table, and he said, okay, he goes out there, and he clears the table. And he comes right in, and what he walks into?
A Dirty Deeds.
That knocks him completely
out.
I've never seen a Dirty Deed do that to somebody before, but Triple H took a dirt nap.
Ambrose can barely stand, but he does find the title. He falls into the corner with it, holds it up. And not gonna lie, I think Dean looks kind of cool with the belt.
No, he does not.
I didn't say that he's gonna win it, but I just think he looks cool with it. Yeah, okay. I think he looks cool with it.
That's one thing you and I do. We just tell it like this. And the thing is, no, he doesn't. And he just don't have a champion look. He don't have the look that Vince McMahon looks for. But he is a good competitor, and that's what Vince looks for. Someone who makes the champion, whomever that is, look good. And that's exactly what he's doing. Dean is doing his job. He's getting the great matches. My thing is that after Roadblock and after he faces Brock Lesnar and lose again, what do you do with him? You put him in that hand with those dice and you try to roll him out because I think he's going to get caught in the
Shane's going to figure something out with him.
Because, hey, there you have it, there you are. I have need to say nothing else. Here comes the money going in my pocket.
So, guys, that was Raw.
That was Raw. And I will give the ratings time, and I will give Raw an 8 because of the magnificent tag team championship match they had.
That definitely played a big part in it.
Without that, would have went down.
I will give it... I guess I'll give it an 8 too. I was hoping to really give it a 9, but they didn't even give us any new matches for Roadblock.
No, not yet. Let's hope they give us something for
Thursday. That's it, man. That's all we got.
I'm going to give you 5 things that you can take away from Raw. Number 1, Shane moves and look ready for WrestleMania. He does. Let's say it. Number 2, New Day shines again, as always.
Big spotlight.
Yes. Number 3, the collapse of Y2AJ, like I called it.
AJ had to eat his own shirt.
Yeah, he did eat his shirt.
That was tough.
Well,
I think now if you get online, the shirt's already $15.
Yeah, no. probably free.
It was.
They just say, give it to them free.
It was $24.99, but it might already be a $15
probably
shirt
$10.
now.
Yeah, we may be able to get one when we go down to Kansas City.
Well, hopefully they don't have it by then.
Yeah, well, you would hope
Unless
so,
we're
because
back
then you get a
together.
rare one. So
Yeah, that's
that'd be
true.
nice. Number 4 is Charlotte continue her 2-week beatdown on Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Yes, she has, and she's making this match so interesting and so everyone is anticipated. And number 5, I'm gonna go off the page. Number 5 say disappointments. You could say Vince disowning Shane McMahon, Ryback versus Axel, Kalisto versus Tyler Breeze, and Brie versus Summer Rae, and then throw Lana in there for good measures. Boom. That's it. That's my 5.
So there it is, guys. There's 5 things to take away from Raw. We gave you our Raw recap / review, whatever you want to call it.
What I have to say, and then you can plug definitely anything you want to plug. That's
Go
what
ahead.
Don does.
You plug your thing.
Hey, what we didn't get to, and I'll save this for last because it would not interrupt it and everything. The new inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Have you ever took a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia?
Never.
Never.
Never in my life. I probably would have took a beating.
Hard time.
Who joined Sting, Godfather, and Fabulous Freebirds is my man, the Big Boss Man. Well deserved. Let him rest in peace. And he was a great entertainer back in the 80s and 90s, and he was champion material also. So he is the new inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame. Like Don said, check out this Thursday. Miz going to have
Sami Zayn
and Kevin Owens on there, and of course you have Y2J, Y2J Jericho. He's going to say why he attacked AJ Styles, and all we can say is we will try to hopefully get new matches, or maybe the matches that they do have for Roadblock, and then we will give our predictions also Friday for Roadblock.
I'm going to say this really quick. Remember when they did the special from Madison Square Garden? Right? And the only match really that they talked about was Lesnar versus a Big Show and one other match. They only talked about 2 matches, but when you watch the 2 hours, there was like 6 or 7 matches, and it's actually pretty good. So
okay, I see what you're saying.
So perhaps we're just not going to hear about any of the matches, and you'll just watch it, and you'll be surprised about what's on there.
Well, you know, they wanted Roadblock to be a stepping stone to WrestleMania, so you would hope they would want more. Let's just hope between now and Thursday that they give us at least. Well, there was speculation there'd be a NXT Tag Team Championship match also to go with that. Really has not been confirmed yet, but that's what they're going toward. So hopefully by Friday we have some more matches, at least one more match.
If not, we're going to talk about 2 matches
We're going to
anyway.
talk about old jukebox. if we don't get nothing, or maybe play thumb wrestle or something, you know. We're going to entertain you. You can rest your that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Buckle my shoe.
Thumb more.
How you do it?
5, 6, 7.